guys, Mr. Donovan here.
And Miss Danny.
So today we're going to be doing a little bit of science in the form of gardening. Today we're going to do a tomato, but we got some other kind of vegetables to show you in the following weeks. So first we need to get the seeds out of this tomato so we can grow a plant.
Ooh, okay. Extraction. Here we go.
So what you want to do is, the seeds are obviously inside the tomato. So we're going to take them out.
Oh, wow.
And you can see there's seeds everywhere.
That is a juicy tomato.
Alright, so what we can do, we're just going to scrape them off. Like that. Off to the side. And then we're going to keep doing that. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the seeds. And then we're going to put the seeds in some water for a couple days. You want to leave them in there like 4 days. And then that's going to show you which seeds are viable or, they're able to grow a tomato plant.
Oh, so not all these seeds are going to be growable?
No.
Okay, that's interesting.
In the whole tomato, there's probably only maybe half. We'll see.
Okay.
It'll show us. Right there.
And there's like a really strong tomato smell coming from just breaking it down. So it's very
Yes.
interesting, what it looks like when it's all together. Because usually you don't really look at, what makes your food up. But this is kind of a cool look inside what's going on.
A nice juicy tomato.
A nice juicy tomato. Now, I'm actually not a fan of tomatoes, but I'm definitely interested in learning about the growing process.
So we're going to be planting them, actually we're just going to be showing you how to sprout the plants. And in the following ones, once they're sprouted, then I'll show you how to transplant those into dirt. Alright, so that's all our seeds, or most of them at least.
That's a lot.
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
I wasn't expecting there to be that many.
Alright, so then in this jar, I just have water. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your seeds and you're just going to put them in there. And then we're going to shake it up in a minute too. Alright. And what you can also do with this is kind of get them ready for storage. So if you don't plan on planting these soon, you can put them away. And by doing it this way, you can store them, I believe it's up to 3 years.
Oh, wow.
So if you're not planning on planting your tomatoes soon.
Right, so like if they're not necessarily in season.
Yeah.
And things like that? Okay.
Alright, so we're just going to break up the pulp.
Okay.
Alright, and you can see there's still pulp everywhere with seeds, so we're just trying to get those seeds out. So ideally you would let it sit for 4 days, and then you're going to get ready to take your seeds out. And you can see there's some floating on top. So the ones floating are the ones that aren't good, so they're the ones that won't grow.
Oh, wow, okay.
So for today's activity, we're just going to grab a couple seeds. If I can grab them. Alright. I'm going to put them in here so I can use them. Alright. So we're going to do one with just a little cup. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some water in the cup. And then you're going to put this on a windowsill and just let it sprout. So what's going to happen is the seed is going to germinate. And a little bit of it's going to be like a green flower bud's going to come out.
Okay.
And then once it grows, or once that seed cracks open, we can transplant that into dirt.
Wow. Okay.
So we're going to put that seed in the water. So we are doing this inside. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this in a windowsill that gets light. Maybe your kitchen window, or maybe you have a living room window that gets a lot of sun in it. Just that way, it helps that seed grow.
Yeah.
And then the other method we're going to do is I just have some coffee filters here. So I'm going to take some of these seeds, and then I'm going to take some paper towel. You don't need a whole lot.
Okay.
And then we're going to take that seed. We actually have 2 seeds on this one, so I'll separate them. And then, if I can grab them.
They're a little slippery.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, so I have 2 seeds. So I'm going to put one on this end, one on this end. Alright, so we're going to keep using this tray, or I mean if you have a plate that works too, just to make sure it keeps moist. And I'm just going to fold it over just a little bit so you can see the seeds are still getting wet.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of burying these seeds, we're just letting them sit in the moisture. So it kind of acts like sand almost. Or dirt, sorry.
Okay, that's really interesting.
So now when you see the paper start to dry in a couple days, you can just add a couple drops of water, just either with your finger or just, however you can. You don't want to put too much, just enough to wet the paper towel and moisten around the seeds. And what's going to happen is those are going to germinate under the paper towel. And when they germinate, you take those and put them into pots of soil as well, which we're going to show you in the following weeks.
Hey, can't wait to check back in and see how they've been doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I'll put these somewhere where there's sunlight, and then next week we'll show you, hopefully they'll have sprouted a little bit. So, yeah. But that's how you take seeds out of a tomato and you get them ready to be planted.
Literally learning so much just from doing this. Thank you so much, Mr. Donavan.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, so here we are with our seeds. We're going to put them in this window here in the office that gets quite a bit of light, as you can see. So, we're going to put the thing there, and then we're going to put this one here as well. So you do have to check on these every couple days just to make sure they are still wet enough for the seeds to grow. Otherwise, if they get too dry, they won't work. So we're going to check on those, and we'll keep you guys updated. Bye.